Well, good afternoon. Thanks for joining Jonathan and Julie D in the morning, except for today it's afternoon. So we've had a lot of network difficulty over the last couple of days, guys. That's why our broadcast did not get out to you. Julie D and I did a broadcast on Thursday to you guys. That went out, and they totally shut down our broadcast to where every one of our streams that was going out never went out, even though it said we were live. So we're using a different satellite provider, and we're also using a different IP today to make sure this gets out to everybody. So one that the internet cannot mess with. Let's just say that. And today we got a special guest with us, Blaine Cooper. Good to see you, Blaine.
You too, bud.
Yeah. Welcome.
So we've got all this crap going on out there in Minneapolis right now. Walt's just got done making an announcement again, basically calling Trump treasonous, everything in the book, and saying that his Minneapolis people are doing the right thing and to keep up the good work. So what we decided we're going to do here, Blaine, and I'd love to have you on board working with us as well if you could help. We are going to organize another convoy like we did down to the borders, that we did out to D.C. as well, in the People's Convoy, in the Idaho Freedom Convoy, and the Utah Convoy. So we're going to do another one, but this time we're going to take it right to the heart of Minneapolis. We're going to go out. We're going to take our American flags in support of ICE agents, and we're going to be there basically to back up ICE, letting them know that the American people do support them. So again, what we're seeing out there in Minneapolis is unbelievable.
It's a shit show to be fair. You got the mayor and even the police chief, which even his rhetoric is kind of garbage. They're not supporting ICE in the capacity that they should at the top. And I don't know, did you see the video of Tim Walz by his gate at his mansion telling people to keep fighting?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So, I just saw it and I don't know what to say to this stuff. It's insanity. Here they are going out, arresting child molesters, child murderers, horrible people, and they're defending them. And I think their biggest argument is due process. Well, they're illegal invaders. They don't get due process like American citizens do. It's
exactly
a totally separate deal.
Yes.
And their due process is right down the drain in my book.
Exactly. And we have a mandate. Trump has a mandate from us, the 77 million people that voted for him, to get him the heck out of here.
Right.
So
100%.
Legal immigration's good. We need immigrants. We need that legal aspect, but come in the right way. That's what it's there for, the vet, and make sure we don't get people in here like this, or what we have with the Somalian daycares where they're just ripping billions of dollars off from the American people. I mean, why should anybody pay their taxes at this point? Like,
exactly.
I don't want my money going to that, or going to abortions, or going to immoral things. It's there to help people in our country, and instead of it being diverted where it needs to go, it's being stolen and sent over. Just see all the millions of dollars that have been seized at the airport in suitcases.
At the cash, yes, that's
wild.
Crazy. Yeah, and yet they're defending themselves.
That, we'd be in prison forever. But
right, absolutely.
That's right.
I digress.
Well, look what they did with the January 6ers. I mean, they made them all commies, everything in the book, and arrested them without due process. Never even charged them with crimes. They held them as political prisoners just like they have with Tina Peters now, all the crap that we are witnessing. So today, what I'm asking our viewing audience out there, you guys have supported us on these convoys over the last several years. You worked with us on the convoy out to Washington. You worked with us on the People's Convoy, the the convoy down to our southern borders that we had organized. We're asking the American people to reach out to us, and I'm going to give you a phone number. Call me at 928-385-4738 or email me at yournewsarizona@gmail.com. We are going to organize a convoy, and I want to see thousands involved in this convoy in support of our ICE and Border Patrol agents. We have had a record amount of law enforcement also gunned down in the line of duty this year alone already. This is only January, guys. We're not even at the end of January, and already lost a lot of law enforcement agents. If you guys have been following me on Facebook and YouTube, you'll see my broadcast where we've been getting it out there to the American people of all the law enforcement dying monthly. This is a record amount of law enforcement being targeted. They're being ambushed and shot down like filthy animals. That's what they're treating them as. And again, we need the American people on board with this. Blaine, all the shit that you've been through as yourself, with the corrupt government and the way they handled you guys throughout the standoffs and different things. My hat's off to you. I've always 100% supported what you guys have done. And to this day, just like the boy Finicum, that was cold-blooded murder, what they did on him. And it's time for justice to be served in this country.
Absolutely. And just to piggyback on the convoy, that's kind of the hard choice in this country, because a lot of these people are being paid to go out. They're paid agitators and protesters. I mean, somebody shot, suddenly they have signs made up overnight. Get real.
Right.
Come on.
Right.
And it doesn't take a genius to figure this out, whether they're being backed by George Soros or other left-wing lunatics who are trying to collapse and destroy the country because they're not getting their way and throwing temper tantrums. Somebody said today, I think it would be kind of cool if Trump came out and just said, hey, if you guys want legal status in the United States, just vote Republican and we'll give you citizenship.
Yeah.
The Democrats would tell him, no, deport them all.
Oh, no, time to deport.
Exactly. It's funny to me. But it was okay when
That's
Obama was doing it and throwing kids in cages. But have you seen some of the facilities? Like this 5-year-old kid that they were trying to spin off, that they're detaining a 5-year-old boy. Come to find out that the dad abandoned the kid like a coward instead of just staying there and dealing with it like a man and making sure his kid.
No, ICE agent actually took the kid out from McDonald's.
Yeah, they did. And another thing they didn't know, they tried to give the kid to the mom. The mom didn't want him.
Yeah.
So okay, there's something deeper on that.
That's what I heard anyway.
Yeah, there's something deeper on that, because the Homeland Security gentleman, I can't remember what his name is, but he was explaining the 5-year-old and the condition in which they found the 5-year-old. The 5-year-old, this is wild. The 5-year-old has sutures, non-surgical sutures on his stomach.
Really?
Okay. So we need to go back and see what he's trying to tell us. I think he's trying to tell us that this is a child that has been trafficked for organs.
Right.
No kid. That's scary when you think about it.
Well,
but have you seen the facility that he's in? Like, I
haven't.
The facilities are beautiful. Like,
really?
Right.
I remember going to school. My classroom wasn't even that nice. It's not like he's being, tortured in a cage somewhere. I mean, these are nice family-oriented facilities to help them get people where they need to go. And the father could ask for him to be with him, but it's just funny to me.
But then the question becomes, were they truly the right parents?
Right.
So
exactly.
hey, Julie.
Right. Yes.
Hey, Julie, to answer your question about the sutures as well, you got to look at it in this manner. So a lot of times what they're doing with these children that were coming through the border, they were actually opening them up, planting drugs in them, fentanyl in them, in sealed bags, putting them back together and then trafficking them through the borders. Because who the hell would be checking a little tiny, 6-7-year-old child
Right.
that,
Right.
that for a bunch of drugs inside their stomach or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So
These
that
people are
might be
sick.
something else they might want to be looking into. If
I
that's not
definitely
what they're
wouldn't
doing.
Mm-hmm.
put it past them. They put drugs
Right.
in everything they can because they're trying
That's
to get
Oh
right.
it in
yeah,
here.
Yep.
And
Yep. Yep.
yeah,
they're sick people, and
Yes.
they will. I mean, they will harm kids or whatever they need to do to move their
Mm-hmm.
product. That's
right,
Mm-hmm.
to them it's business, and
Yep.
these people are
right.
they're a different
So
culture, so they don't have
so one of the
they're not
things I'd like
morally
to do
bound
real
like a
quick,
lot of us
Blaine.
are.
Mm-hmm.
One of the quick things I'd like to do today is ask our viewing audience, please like, follow, share our broadcast, get this out there
Absolutely.
everywhere, guys. We need to organize a convoy down to Minneapolis. Let's stand with the ice. Also want to do a convoy down to Phoenix. Matter of fact, they just got an announcement they're deploying. There's going to be military exercises in Phoenix on the. I'll share that in a minute, and that's what your son actually shared, Julie.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's coming up as well. We want to have, I think, all the areas, kind of like we did with the convoys, all the areas that are being affected, we want to organize convoys to those cities.
Mm.
And that way we are there all over this country showing patriots standing with our ICE agents. So you could even do that out in your area, Blaine. If we can get
Absolutely.
enough,
And just
we
for the viewers out there, like and sharing and getting the information out is like a big part of the battle. Without that, I mean, there's just nothing we
Mm-hmm.
can do alone. But
Right.
in
right,
numbers, we have power, the right kind of power,
Mm-hmm.
not the
right,
left wing power that wants to destroy, but the one that wants to back our law enforcement officers to do the job
yeah,
that they were sworn to do. And
Right.
the Democrats, they have a lot of funding to fund all this stuff. And this is where we're weakened. We need to have the same level of funding to make sure we can counter these protesters and
Mm-hmm.
take a stand against them, so they can do their job. And it's
right.
so
So what we're going to need to do, guys, we're going to need to have funding like we have with every convoy we've done. If you guys would like to make contributions, you can do it on my
make signs.
Zelle. You can do it on my. You guys can do it on my Zelle account as well. I'm going to put up a link for the Zelle account. But we are going to get this organized. We are going to make this happen, and it's time, America. I mean, this has gotten to be enough.
Mm-hmm.
Remember
And
what
again,
Edmund
our
Burke said.
What?
Edmund
so
Burke
right here,
said, "For evil to prevail, it is best that good men do nothing."
yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
right here, I'm going to go ahead and post the link for Support Your News Arizona. You guys got people that want to make contribution. There's the link up in the right hand corner. We're going to organize this convoy. We're going to get it rolling. We'll announce the date and time for it to happen all across this country, and we're going to target all these areas that are Democrat controlled, where they're protesting up
Mm-hmm.
against our ICE agents. Law enforcement, as you guys have witnessed, are not supporting our ICE agents. Um, and Tim Waltz has made it clear they're not going to support them.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where we're at. It's time. Um, and Blaine, I don't know what it is going to take to get Trump to do the Insurrection Act. My understanding, and I've got word today that I haven't confirmed it yet. There's 1,500 troops en route to Minneapolis as we speak. That's what
Yep.
I'm. That's what I've been told.
I think what'll happen is they may do something, deploy the National Guard to try to help quell or stop the civil unrest, quiet it down, so to speak. I think Trump's going to wait for every last avenue before he would do like the Insurrection Act. And I think he's probably, because everything he does, they got him under the microscope. The same with
Oh,
our
you
ICE
bet.
officers. For God's sake, they can't even do their job without a camera or microphone being put up their butt.
Right.
So they got to be real careful how they handle every situation.
Mm-hmm.
And it's common sense. Look, if you're going to fight police officers, pull guns on federal agents, and you're going to come at them that way and confront them and obstruct them, you're probably going to get either arrested or shot. So I'd
Mm-hmm.
recommend
Right.
stay off to the side. It's
Mm-hmm.
okay to protest and not be okay with it, if that's
Mm-hmm.
what your voice and your opinion is, but stay out of their way. That's
Right.
not
Yep.
peaceful protesting.
That's
That's
correct.
breaking the law, so to speak. So
Right.
And for all of our viewing audience out there today, that's Democrats. First of all, I want to tell you, if you want to sit there and call the FBI on me, saying I'm creating an insurrection, that's not what your News Arizona is doing. We are creating a peaceful convoy in support of our ICE agents. So this is for you Democrats, okay? Love it. You like it? I like it. So that's where I stand on this matter. And this is my God-given right to do, just like it has with every convoy we've done. And we are going to set this up. We're going to have it organized. And I can tell you right now, we need people across the country to get involved, just like you have in every convoy we've done. Please like, follow, share it, everything that we're doing. Support us. Get it out there because we are going to make this happen, America. Again, I'm not going to watch our ICE agents being brutally attacked left and right. We will stand beside ICE 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I'm at on this matter. And if it means losing my freedom doing this, then by God, I'm even willing to sacrifice my freedom and my life. That's where I'm at on this. So, Blaine, you have done so much yourself. You've been a hell of a patriot, a good friend, love what you do. And I definitely would like to have your support on this as well, helping organize stuff if you're willing to do it. But
Absolutely. I'll
let's
do
make
all I can anyway.
let's make this happen. Let's get this going across the country. And again, I want to target every one of these cities that are sitting there giving our ICE agents nothing but complete hell, and nobody's interacting on it. And we're not going, guys, to interact in violence. We are going there to stand with the ICE. We're going to form a safety line. That's what we're doing. We've got that right as American patriots. And by God, let's get off our asses, get from behind your keyboards, and not talk the talk. Let's walk it. Let's do this together.
Absolutely. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
needs to know this would be a peaceful stand. We're not there to fight them or confront them, but we're there to support our law enforcement and, if at all else, be a barrier so they can do their job.
Mm-hmm.
But so if that's what you guys are about, then you probably shouldn't go, because they'll just use that against us, and we don't need that. We have to show
Right.
that we're the better party, and that what they're doing is wrong. And it's going to take people like me, people like Jonathan, and people like you to go out there and say enough's enough. We're not going to allow you to do this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't want to pull Kyle Rittenhouse and go across state lines. So.
So what we're going to do as well Monday, Blaine, if you want to tune into it or even join our show, Julie D had an excellent broadcast that we did Thursday on weather modification, exposing it, showing that this has been going on since the 1700s. And she actually educated me because honest to God, always thought almost like that was some kind of a conspiracy thing. And boy, did she educate me.
Oh yeah, they drop all kinds of stuff in there. I mean, the information's out there.
Yes.
But that's what they do when you have proof and facts that back up certain things. They just label you, conspiracy theorist. The mainstream media won't cover it, and
Right.
they try to make you like you're some kind of crazy person. It's like,
Well, this is why I think they actually
not being
blocked our
crazy.
whole
I mean,
broadcast.
it's happening.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's why they blocked our whole broadcast on Thursday, because we were really in the depth on it. And not only were we really in the depth on the conversation, she had all the factual evidence right in the hand.
I had the receipts. I got receipts, man.
Yeah, she's going from piece
Julie,
to piece to piece.
You see, Trump in Davos the other day, made a little snicker at weather warfare modification, trying to say, hey, enough of this.
Good.
So he kind of, it seems like Trump made a little hint that he's going to try to put a stop to that stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and so what really pushed me to put the information together was seeing James O'Keefe out there over in Davos, and his blonde wig and everything, and openly talking about to all of these folks, yes, we're a company that does this. We go in and we get fiscal, we get funds for dropping this stuff within governmental entities. And so, James O'Keefe uncovered a bunch of stuff that's been going on for a lot of years. I'm just pulling up the receipts of how long it's been going on. So
yeah, it's just kind of like private contract work. The government subs out to work to private, corporations or
Mm-hmm.
organizations under, and so it
Yep.
gives them basically plausible deniability because they can't say, "Oh, we didn't do that. The military didn't do
Mm-hmm.
that. It was this private corporation." But
Right.
the funding's coming from somewhere, and
Absolutely. And it's got "we the people" written all over that money,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So
yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
So, anyways, I want to say this as well. Anybody out there that wants to steal my idea on this convoy down at the sport ice, by God, steal it. Jump in
Yeah,
there. You know
absolutely.
what?
Everybody.
I'm the kind of person I've never expected to have recognition for anything. For me, it's all about God, family, and country. About my
Amen.
children, your children, and your grandkids, and that's what it's about for me. So, you guys want to jump in and all of a sudden go, "Oh, I'm organizing a convoy." You know what? Do it,
Do it.
please.
Go
I'm begging
ahead.
you to do it.
Go ahead.
Jump in
Yeah,
there.
we're
I don't care.
we're
I don't
we're
care if
not
you
doing
even
this for
want to.
fame. We're doing this because we
Yeah.
want our country
So
back, and
Right.
I don't care if you
everybody
guys.
can be a leader and a part of that.
I don't care if there's people out there that want to go. Oh, I decided to have this idea first. I don't care who has the idea first. The point is, let's get it done. Let's do a
Mm-hmm.
convoy in support of our ICE agents and our law enforcement out there that are the good ones, and let's get her done.
Absolutely.
So that's what we need you guys to do. Everybody get involved. Spread the word that Your News Arizona is calling for a convoy down to these Democratic controlled cities like Minneapolis, even Phoenix, Arizona. Um, we are gonna go down there and we are gonna have such a strong presence that you're not gonna be able to ignore it.
Well, we're going to
Just
provide
like
sanctuary for ICE.
yep. And
Amen.
so yeah,
And just like I
exactly,
was telling
Julie.
Jonathan, if ICE comes through my town, they got a place they can stay, and
Yeah.
I'll put them up in my house. It's a big enough house. I'll make a little barrack room with cots for them.
Yeah.
We'll put them up, feed
Sure.
them,
Yeah, and
whatever.
anything
So,
goes for you ICE agents out there coming in through Arizona and different areas. You guys come through my area. Look up Your News Arizona. I'm
Mhm.
happy to house you guys, feed you. You guys are more than welcome on my property. Set up camp. I don't care what you guys want to do. But you are more than welcome at Your News Arizona. So we are
yes.
highly in support of ICE. Whether our audience loves that or hates it, I really don't care what they um, hate. It's all again. This is about us, we the people, saying no more. We've
Mhm.
got to take a stand for ICE. We've got to say, you know what, we are here. Like you said, Julie, we're here to protect ICE as well. You know,
Mhm. Provide
we're,
sanctuary for ICE. Yep.
we're ICE's sanctuary.
Right.
And you know what? If we surround with enough people on a convoy making such a large presence,
Mhm.
um, you know what?
Absolutely,
Ma-
the hotels too. You got the hotels and motels, and they go and they surround them and bang pots and pans to try to keep them up so they can't sleep. And
Mhm.
Yeah,
there's it's not just ICE in those motel rooms. There's other people
Right.
who don't want nothing to do with that crap, and now you guys
Right.
are infringing on their peace. It's
Exactly.
just awful.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
well,
Again, back to
that's
them
just
being
like
paid protesters too,
yeah,
you
that's
know.
just like the holiday. I mean, is it was it the
Yeah.
whole? Was it?
Wyndham.
Yeah,
Was it Wyndham or was it wasn't
no, it
Marriott?
was
Uh, Hilton,
Hampton.
maybe
Hampton.
Hilton.
Hampton. Yeah,
Thank you.
There we
they're
go.
No, it
all
was
sound
the
the
H
Hilton.
same
H
anymore to me.
something
Yeah,
rhymes
yeah,
with L. I don't know.
it was the Hilton. So just like the Hilton, where they turn around and refuse to rent rooms to ICE agents, even though they had
Mhm.
reservations bought and paid for. You know
Mhm.
what? Shame on you, Hilton.
Mhm.
I don't know whatever even became of that. That the whole story went silent.
Well, lost a lot
Um,
of business probably.
yeah, but you
Yeah.
know what? I asked everybody back then to help make the Hilton famous for what they did with our ICE agents. And the funny thing is, I've stayed at many Hiltons as I travel all over the country.
Mhm.
And I personally called up the director and I said, you know what? You've lost Your News Arizona's business. And
Mhm.
I guarantee you, you know what? There's a lot of the people that we're broadcasting this to, you're going to lose their business. Anybody
Absolutely, and
that,
it's we want to give you guys the business, but it shouldn't matter. You know, that's the point of being a business. Like
yeah,
I cut trees down all the time for people that don't share my views. You know,
Mhm.
and I
Yeah,
don't.
yeah.
They're
This
my
guy, by the
customer,
way,
and I'm going to treat them. I'm going to treat them with the respect and dignity they deserve
yep.
as a service
Right.
I'm providing for them.
For
And
all
Exactly.
you
you
know,
guys
we
out
may
there in
not agree with it,
Illinois,
but I'm still going to
all you
make sure
guys,
that they're taken care of.
yeah,
Mhm.
all you guys out there in Illinois that need tree service, tree toppings done, go on Blaine Cooper's Facebook page. That's BLAINE, and then Cooper. Go on his Facebook page, watch the work this man does for topping trees, even right beside homes. And I'm talking, these aren't twigs; these are humongous ass trees. And
Mm.
Yeah, we
watching
do
you
some
do
pretty
that,
big
Blaine,
stuff. So,
man, you guys do outstanding work, buddy.
oh, thank you,
And
sir.
you, and, yeah,
It's a
and you
pleasure to
guys
be
have
able
got
to
to
serve
start
people in my
supporting.
community.
Yep,
So,
you guys out there have got to start supporting patriot-owned companies. You know, get
Mhm.
involved. I'm gonna real quick share one of my sponsors for Your News Arizona. That's Loaded Gun Copy. I want to get that out there as
Huge
well.
patriots at Loaded Gun Coffee. Hello, Steve and Terry.
Yep,
They're super
Stephen.
people.
I never heard of Loaded Gun Coffee. Now I got to look that up. I
Well,
love my
Yeah, they're
coffee. I'm again.
fantastic. They're out
well
of Lake
here,
Havasu.
you can later scan this right here. There it is. So
Ah,
you guys got to check out
there we go.
Loaded
I got
Gun
the QR
Copy.
code.
Um, so every purchase that you make, Loaded Gun Copy donates a small portion over to Your News Arizona. They 100% support what we do. Steve's been a part of our security team on the borders with these senators, congressmen that come into the border. You got to make sure you add my QR. I mean uh, my link right there. Where is my link?
Affiliate link.
Maybe I've got to drop the page a little more to read it. So reference Your News Your News
AZ.
AZJTA when you're making a purchase. Reference that right there, and they make a small donation to Your News Arizona every time. So for Stephen Terry Thomas out there, Loaded Gun Copy out of Lake Havasu, Arizona, we love you. Appreciate your guys always backing us. Appreciate you, Steve, for all your work on the borders with us as well. This is a great Patriot-owned company, guys. And if you scan that QR code there as well, they've got an excellent lineup of Patriot products. They also do iced coffee now that they brew themselves, which is going to be a hot seller this summer. And again, that's all I drink every day is Loaded Gun Coffee. And they put Black Rifle Coffee Company to shame, Blaine. If you've ever had
Really?
Black Rifle Coffee Company,
You know, I
oh
haven't tried that. To be honest, I
yeah,
got the stuff. I think I can't remember what it's called. I think it's from Italy or something. And
yeah,
but I'll have to try this stuff now that I know
yeah.
they
Well,
donate
considering
to
yeah,
you guys. And
yeah. Considering I'm a coffee snob and I'm very picky about my coffee, these guys' coffee's the bomb. So, and after drinking their coffee, I said, you know what? Not only do I love that what you're doing for Your News Arizona, I love the fact that I love your product. I can actually advertise it with 100% confidence because it's what I love to drink every day. So again, you guys check out Loaded Gun Coffee right there. And then up um, Blaine, what do you think it's going to take to get this country under control right now?
honestly, back to Jesus.
Yeah.
That's that. I mean,
Mhm.
it says, "Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things will be added unto you." So we
Amen.
really need some serious revival, and we got kind of a bit of that, after Charlie Kirk was murdered. People
Mhm.
kind of started, but we need that push of prayer, and because evil, it's never ending. It's always
Yeah.
going to fight
Mhm.
against the good.
Right.
And having said that, what's it say about how these people conduct themselves at these democratic left lunatics who are going after ICE agents? It says the sons of disobedience,
Yep.
obey
Mhm.
the laws of the land. I mean, there's powerful
Mhm.
rhetoric, about being anti-government and what they're doing. They're not going to be. God is not going to see that in a good light. So,
Mhm.
Right.
just like Don Lemon POS that
Mhm.
went into the church with those
Yes.
other degenerates the other day.
That was
And
horrible.
I know they had him charged, but the judge wouldn't sign off on the arrest warrant. But I think he's
Yeah.
still going to get picked up because they're pursuing other avenues. And I do think that's going to hopefully happen. Pam
Mhm.
Bondi needs to really start making an example of
Yeah.
these top people that are you know
Well, I got to be
supporting
honest, Blaine.
this
I'm
and
I'm
have
very
this rhetoric going
disappointed.
on. They're going to
Yeah.
keep doing it. They're not going to, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I'm very disappointed in Pam Bondi right now. She's got a great talk. I'll give her that. But I want to start seeing action. I want to start seeing these arrests. Quit saying you're going to do it. Get the job done. Um,
We
and you
also
got
should have a push to start going after these activist judges. We got to get them out of there.
yeah,
That's
Um,
that's the problem, I think. We've been under a multitude of um, laws and judicial arenas, and so what I feel is happening is where these corrupt judges are being exposed, right? And we're finding out they're not constitutional. Well, that's because we've never been fully constitutional with all of these judges installed
yep.
with under corporate law and common law
right,
and not common law. And so I think that we're trying to get and to show the people how corrupt these levels of institutions have been and how they just throw us in jail for no damn reason, you know?
right,
So there's a lot that can be done, but I think it's exposing how corrupt the judicial level has been for a
right.
very long time.
Absolutely. I've come to call it the injustice system. Well,
Yes,
Yeah,
just today
perfect.
they had we were just watching an article, or yeah, it was a video, and the father had beat his 1-year-old baby to death. They gave him
Oh,
yeah,
probation.
yeah,
no.
Probation, yeah. And
See,
this
that's
is the
just
type of
absolutely,
where common law should be like common sense. These are the type
right.
of people that need to be in prison. Don't let them
Yes.
out.
Yes.
exactly.
Agreed. Agreed.
Well,
Yes.
well, then take a look at that guy here recently that just got done.
But I protested at a bird refuge, and they wanted to give me 187 years. So
Wow. See, that's what I mean. It's just completely off the rails. And we haven't been free for a very long time, we the people.
yeah, goes way
So
above the realm of just to just I don't know what I call it. It reminds me of a Bible verse that says, "In the end, they'll call the bad good and the good bad," and that's
everything's
what you're seeing
inverted.
right now. Yeah.
Yes,
well,
completely.
take a look.
Everything's inverted.
Hey, guys, take a look at this right here as well. I broadcasted this the other day. This just really angers the shit out of me. This man was allowed bond. He was a let's see, man charged in Orangeburg County crash that killed South Carolina state trooper out
Mhm.
on bond. So they actually gave this guy bond. Let's see, the man charged in Orange County crash that killed a South Carolina trooper is out of jail. Um, the man charged, let's see, that killed a South Carolina state trooper is out of jail. Police public court records show 45-year-old Anthony Adelet posted a $225,000 bond and was released from Orangeburg County Detention Center on Tuesday. I'm not sure where Orange County is actually.
California.
Orangeburg,
Oh,
Orangeburg County. Sorry
Orangeburg.
about that. So that might, I'm not sure where that's at. Authorities said Anthony Adelet is charged with a reckless homicide in the crash that killed, South Carolina Highway Patrol Trooper Dennis Ricks in August of 2025, but they just released him. He was arrested in connection with an August 10th, 2025 crash on Interstate 26 that left the trooper Dennis Ricks dead. Um,
Oh
Ricks
my
was in the
God.
middle of traffic stop and speaking with driver when a box truck allegedly driven by Adelet came onto the side of the road and hit him before stopping uh, further up the road. In dash cam footage from Rick's vehicle, Adelet is later heard on the phone with 911 claiming the trooper was standing in the road and that he tried to swerve over. Ricks was taken to the hospital where he died 3 days after the crash. Adelet, meanwhile, was later charged with reckless homicide and driving under suspension.
Oh, wasn't
Authorities
even supposed to be out on the road.
Oh
Lovely.
wow. I
authorities
guess at
have
least he
noted
stopped, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
jeez.
authorities have noted a history of Adelet's other suspensions. So he's been suspended multiple
Of
times.
course he has.
Suspensions, crashes, and other traffic violations spanning 10 years. Investigators also believe Adelet obtained the box truck through a family member. A part of his bond conditions, Adelet must obtain permission to leave the state and have no contact with Rick's family. He's also ordered to appear in court as required, blah, blah, blah. So once again, I mean, this guy had no legal right to even be out on the road, anything
Unbelievable.
else. He gets a Democrat judge that just says, you know what, hell, you're free to
Stop
go.
that.
We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll, we'll,
exactly.
we'll see. We'll see you in
Don't do it
court.
again.
Right.
Now, if that was you, right, Blaine, I guarantee you, we would have no bond.
No
Mhm.
bond.
No
Exactly.
bond.
10
Yeah.
years. Gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? They'd lock us away and throw away the key is what they would have
Mhm.
done.
Yep.
But this guy gets a bond. I wouldn't be surprised if they get somehow figure out a way to go. Oh, it's a mistrial. He's free to go.
Mhm.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, this is the kind of shit that we're seeing all around this country. This is
Yep.
why we have seen guys when I've been reporting on it over the last 6 months of all the judges being arrested for corruptness. That's working
Mhm.
with these illegals,
Right.
working with the cartels,
Yep.
and working with these
Yeah.
criminals. Just
Mhm.
like out there in
It's unreal,
Minneapolis.
especially with it's really common with people who harm children.
Oh, yes.
Because that's
Yeah.
just what I told
Yes.
you about earlier. That's just one I know about. We hear it all the time, and they like cater to these. Oh, they were under stress. No, you know
No.
what I mean. They should be put in a wood chipper.
Totally.
This
Totally.
is unreal.
Totally. Well, but this is proof of the infiltration that's taken place within the entire country. That there have been people placed in positions of power to be able to allow this nasty nefariousness to continue at all levels. I mean, all levels. The churches, the schools, the hospitals. I mean, every place has been tainted. And Blaine, you're absolutely right. I mean, it's through the power of prayer and the power of Jesus right now that we
And
really
I would
need to
just
be on
almost
our
say
knees.
too, absolutely, yes, ma'am. I would say too, you got Trump wants to clean out the deep state, but I don't think people realize how deep that
How
goes.
deep it
I mean, you got
goes.
judges, prosecutors, county attorneys. I mean,
Right.
it's a cesspool, and
Yes. Yes.
got to get serious about it.
Yeah.
Remove them, arrest them, whatever you got to do.
Mhm.
And there in Minnesota, really, I mean, luckily I'm not president. I'd already have the Marines in there. Tim Walz would be sitting in Gitmo.
Yes.
I love it.
So speaking of which, good point. Jonathan, could you go ahead and share what I sent over to you for the city of Phoenix?
Oh, yeah. Do you have it right there?
No.
If not, I broadcast it. Here, I got it right here, Julie.
I can, okay. I
So
can.
wait, hang on, clue me
There.
in. The city of Phoenix. Now, what's going on in there again?
Wait till you hear.
So they're deploying the military down there, Blaine.
For a
Ooh.
training.
Military exercise training is what they're calling
right
it.
now.
Gotcha.
So just to give you a little bit of history, I was on the phone with my son last night, and it was probably, I don't know, 10 o'clock his time. And he's standing outside of his apartment. And then all of a sudden we hear this whoop, 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 whoop coming in. And I'm like,
Blackhawk?
whoa. And I go, what's going on? And he goes, Mama, there's a whole bunch of helicopters coming down through. Oh, he goes, I bet it's the military training. I go, what military training? Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We got a message that they're going to be doing some training. And now listen to the dates. It's very curious.
Here we go, Julie. So face crap just froze my screen to where I couldn't share it, but I just had to go a different route.
Okay. If I need, I can read it if I need to.
I've got it right here. So let's
Okay.
get this shared out there. And let me see if I can enlarge it. Maybe, maybe not. So here's can you read that, Julie?
No. Can you take the loaded gun down, please?
Okay, here. I'm just going to read this out loud here real quick because I've got it right here.
Okay.
So right here, okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. So, planned military training in the city of Phoenix. Ice Ice Baby is the title I put on it. Um, so, the city of Phoenix, Arizona, USA, and the Phoenix Police Department are providing advanced training regarding planned military training exercises that are scheduled to take place between Wednesday, January 21st and Friday, February 13th, primarily in the evening and night hours. These exercises will occur at select city of Phoenix owned locations. A gosh, wow, what happened here? Okay, okay, a limited number of military personnel and equipment will be participating solely for training purposes. Important community clarifications based on information provided to the city of Phoenix. This training is not related to immigration enforcement and does not involve any federal immigration operations. I find that hard to
Interesting.
believe. Find that hard to believe. Um, Phoenix PD is not Phoenix PD is not participating
In
in or
complying.
conducting. Uh, did I read that
Sorry.
wrong?
Nope.
So,
Sorry.
so
I'm not.
wait,
Go
the
No,
ahead.
Phoenix Police Department is not going to be
it
No.
says
involved, or
right here
is?
the Phoenix PD is not participating in or conducting any training as part of this activity. However,
Oh,
officers will be on site solely to ensure community safety during the exercises. Why do you need community safety during training exercises?
that's interesting.
Exactly.
Yeah. The
So
training
I
will
was just
not.
I got it pulled
The,
up on my iPad right now from Fox 10, and here's what they said. What we know. Per a statement posted on social media, police officials said a planned military training exercise is taking place. The exercise will primarily take place during the evening and night hours. These exercises will occur at select City of Phoenix owned locations. A limited number of military personnel and equipment will be
yep.
participating solely for training purposes. Read a portion of the statement. The training will not impact city services, park, or facility access, facility operations. Visible to the public is expected to be minimal. Police said that they shared notice for purposes of public awareness and transparency. Dig deeper. The training exercise per police are not related to immigration enforcement and do not involve any federal immigration operations. The city of Phoenix recognizes community concerns regarding federal enforcement activity and wants to be clear that this training does not involve immigration actions, enforcement, or operations of any kind. Read a portion of the statement, blah, blah, blah. And it looks like they did this back in 2022. Similar exercise was taking place in Phoenix from September 20th to 23rd of that year, as well as 2015. It says during that, there was a lot of Black Hawk helicopters that threw to the heart of downtown Phoenix between buildings.
Right.
Well, it's a good thing they're not doing that in New York. They might have a 9/11 scare.
So, anyways,
Yes.
we might try to be somewhere in that location to report on this as well. I'd like to see exactly what their training is involved.
Mhm.
Also, you know, personally, I got a feeling this has to do with the military personnel that we have seen already down on the border, Julie.
Mhm.
Because Phoenix ain't far from the border.
Mhm.
And right now, with the amount of troops being deployed down to the Yuma sector, now I understand there's over 1,500 troops going down to the Tucson sector.
Good.
And again, there's a lot that's going to be coming out. I believe Trump has in play that we're going to be launching a full scale attack on the cartel. And I hope we do. I hope he wipes the son of a bitches out right there on their soil. Um, because this is what it's going to take. We've got to hit the cartel on their soil. You know, if we
Mhm.
don't do this, folks, and a lot of people go, we have no business going into Mexico. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, we've got all the business in the world of going into
Mhm.
Mexico.
They're bringing
Is
their
it
poison in this country. That's an
right?
act of war, and it needs to be
Exactly.
stopped.
So if we don't hit them hard and hit them and stop them on the Mexico side, all we're catching right now is just their little coyotes, their little pawns. And for the
Mhm.
cartel, these people are dispensable. They don't give a shit whether they live or die. So
Mhm.
Yep.
the point is, we've got to eliminate the main source, which is the cartel, the Sinaloa cartel. So for all my Sinaloa fans that love send me threats out there. That's to you, buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah, got something
I'll
coming
send
for
you a
you.
video over later of some Operation Big Bird that I did with Naylor down there with Arizona Border Recon. I also got a interview with him. You're free to use that, take it down for whatever. I'll send that over to you too. But when I was down there, and this is before they actually policed it. And you had Border Patrol down there, and they'd have their, little infrared lookout scope or whatever. But what they would do is, so they would send their mules or their scouts in to take over the high ground, and they would just talk their guys in right around Border Patrol. So what we did is we went in there with our operations, shut it down, took over the high ground, and to the point to where we had 6 miles of border shut down just with some patriots who were tired of it, and we were able to nab some of them and keep things from coming in there. And basically what we do is run them right into Border Patrol.
Blade, did you see our live?
I love it.
Did you see
Good
our
job.
live? Did you see our live footage when we were down there? And exactly what you're saying happened to us. We had the cartel up on the mountainside right there with their high-tech satellite phones. You name it. And several of their men come down off of the mountain trying to hijack my Your News Arizona truck. And we,
no kidding.
We actually had senators.
I saw that one.
We actually had senators with us down there that day.
I remember you. So I don't know. I remember you telling me you were going to have them down there, but I don't think I saw the footage. I'll have to go back and watch that now.
So, but you guys ever get a chance as well, look up Tim Foley, Arizona Border Recon. That man is still down in the Tucson sector. They are a great group of veterans that are out there on patrol, constantly trying to make sure our borders are secure as well. They're very law-abiding. They do things by the book. And, so for you militia haters out there, that's for you too. These guys are outstanding. These are great
professionals
patriots.
Through and through. Naylor's very, very disciplined in what he does down there. Arizona Border Recon, if you want to donate to them, they can always use help. So
you
just Google it or put it in put it in your search bar. I'm sure you can find it because they do a lot of communications down there and help Border Patrol nab these guys.
Matter of fact, we're going to do a little better than that, guys. Here, give me 1 second. I think I've got a video here from Arizona Border Recon.
So one thing I wanted to share with you guys too, if you're still on Facebook, there is a group called Patriot Owned Businesses, POB. And you can ask to be a part of that group, and you can learn in your area who might be Patriot owned. So that's a good group to join if you're still on Facebook.
So here's what I'm going to go ahead and do. Let me see if I can share this on Arizona Border Recon. So if you're watching Tim Foley, this one's for you guys. This is in support of all the work you guys do down there.
Created or sanctioned by the state.
Oh, come on. Is it not going to play?
Is that the documentary they did on him down there? I'm into that.
Oh, yeah.
Tim Foley likes to describe himself and his men as a kind of neighborhood watch, and these 600 square miles along the Arizona-Mexico border are their backyard. For the last 7 years, the 57-year-old former Army soldier, firefighter, and construction worker has led the Arizona Border Recon. Foley describes it as a surveillance group, but members are armed with military-style rifles that are legal in Arizona. They're prepared to intercept or capture anyone crossing the border illegally.
When the friends come to your house, they come to the front door and ring the bell and announce themselves. They don't wait till you're not home and then climb through your back window and make themselves at home.
This desert land is a well-worn route for Mexican cartels. Border Recon members want to try and secure the border because they say the government has failed to do so.
Basically what we're trying to do is just hurt the cartel's pocketbook. This area is pretty much theirs. And we're coming back in and going, it's not yours, it's ours.
To try and catch the cartels, Foley hides motion-activated cameras.
I can see what times of day they come by, what days of the week, and starting to see if there's any type of pattern.
Late last year, Foley's cameras recorded these men dressed in desert camouflage walking from Mexico into Arizona. Smugglers bring in marijuana, heroin, cocaine, methamphetamines, and sometimes people. The last man carried a broom to sweep up their footprints.
This is a carpet shoe.
Carpet shoes.
Some wear these booties with carpet soles to avoid leaving tracks.
So if I'm wearing this,
can't see anything.
There's nothing there. They're actually very good. It's very ingenious.
Foley says this fight is personal. At an early age, he started abusing alcohol and drugs, everything from heroin to sniffing glue.
For 30 years, I was higher than a kite. And then I came down here, I was going, I know what this stuff does. And I want to keep as many people as possible away from it.
Foley has no interest in being a U.S. Customs and Border Protection agent, but he told us he works with them. At one point during our visit, he said this call was from an agent.
You missed the group by about an hour and a half.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you guys have a good one, and let us know if you see anything.
Roger that, will do. They know that I have so much intel.
CBP declined our request for an interview, but said in a written statement, quote, it does...
So you know something, Blaine? I think what I'd like to do is set up a broadcast, see if Tim Foley would like to come on with us.
Absolutely. That was actually one of the more fair reports I've seen on him. When he first started off, the liberal media was terrible to that man.
Oh, yeah.
We'll
do a broadcast. I was going to say, we'll do a broadcast for our audience. I'd love for them to see exactly what Tim Foley does down there, Arizona Border Recon. He's got a great team. Your News Arizona has a great team of veterans that works with us down there on the borders, our security team. And, Tim Foley, I really like Tim a lot. He's a hell of a patriot.
To the viewers out there, if you want to know more, there's a documentary out there called Cartel Land that Naylor's in, and at the end you'll see us all dressed in fatigues at the end of that. But that's a pretty good one to watch as well. But you got to be careful with a lot of these people that came out to do documentaries on us, and they're kind of left leaning. They're friends of the cartels in a way. So, because if you're going after and trying to get people out of our country, you're racist.
So same thing happened to me. We had Al Jazeera News down there.
Oh gosh, they're the worst.
Yeah, they were down there in the Tucson
Young
sector.
Turks. There's another one.
Yeah, we took them right into the heart of a cartel camp where we had a bunch of people over 3 Points, Arizona, had their dogs missing. They had it right there on the chevron right there on the bulletin board. Our dogs are missing. Anybody see our dogs? Well, we were rolling up to a certain location to expose a cartel camp right there in 3 Points. I believe I had Daniel Gutierrez with me and several other people who was running for Congress, including Senator Phil Hart. But anyways, to make a long story short, we're rolling up. We're not even a half mile from the cartel camp. And I swear to God, everything in the air reeked of death. Shit, And so we rolled up in there. I mean, the closer we got, the more it reeked. So once we got into the cartel camp right there, we found the dogs. The cartel butchered them and cooked them. There was all these little dogs, big dogs, you name it. Yep. The cartel just slaughtered the hell out of these.
Wow.
It's a different world. They don't have any shame. And
no.
It includes women and children.
Exactly.
So anyways, the one gal from Al Jazeera News, it's funnier than shit because I didn't like her anyways. She just sitting there going, oh. And just heaved her guts all over the place right there.
I wish I could have seen that. I'd be over there filming that. I'd put that.
So I turned. I had it on camera. So they ended up blocking my whole footage. So anyways, to make a long story short, I turned around, I looked at her, and I said, well, what do you got to say for the real news now? And she goes, oh, and wouldn't say a word about it.
They probably didn't cover it. Did they cover it?
They covered it all right. They called us a group of vigilante extremists.
Oh my God! Of course they did. Not the fact that they're down there murdering, eating dogs because they're psychopaths.
Right. Oh, good.
We'll leave that part out.
Yeah, kind of like Jim and Sue Chilton out there, the Chilton Ranch right there in Arivaca, where the cartel has heavily overran it. Because I know, Arizona Border Recon has been out there as well. We've got surveillance cameras to this day on that property. I'm actually getting ready to go out there and see Jim and Sue, and I'm going to pick up a bunch of my cameras because they still got the cartel going through their land right there.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
So
now,
so
is that,
again,
did they got a border wall there at all? In that area?
right there on the tribal land part, it's wide open.
Wide open.
And then right there when you get right around the when you go down the border road, you got to take a left, and then it goes up and around the mountain. And
they need to block that, razor wire it, and put 50 cal machine guns every 100 yards.
100% agree. But that's where, my understanding, that's where the 1,500 troops are being deployed to.
Good. Hopefully. Well, and that's the thing. That's what, when Tim, when they were talking about, people, oh, I've been to the border, the politicians, and he says, no, you've seen it flying over in a helicopter, or you seen it that's why I hope they can, like how you take them down there, that they can meet with Tim, so Tim can give them some really good pointers on how to put a stop to this, to get the stuff that's still coming in. Tim's he knows that area better than anybody, and if anybody can come on your show to explain, not only the horrors, but how they're slipping in. And
unfortunately, Blaine, I know that area like the back of my hand now as well.
So what do you do?
I've been covering down there for so many years now. I know all that mountain terrain. I know the back trails. We know exactly where to go find the cartel at. And every time we go down there, we have no problem finding the cartel. So we've got a coverage coming up soon that we're going to be doing. We don't announce where we're going to be at until we're there.
It's good
because I don't give the cartel heads up of where I'm going to be at, kind of like we did the other day, Julie.
Right.
But we're going to do it and just get it out there, and we're going to show that our borders are not secure like they keep claiming they are. That's all fake news propaganda bullshit. Our borders are not secure. And this is exactly why we've got active army down in Yuma right now, which we just covered for you guys when I was down there. And we're going to be covering another area here, so stay tuned for that, and you'll be seeing exactly what I'm talking about. And so that's all I'm going to tell you at this point. We're not going to announce the date and time. It's just going to happen. Just rest assured, stay tuned, because it's coming.
Yeah.
So, Blaine, God, I wish you were up here, buddy. I'd love to have you down there with us.
I miss Arizona. That's it's where I grew up. I've been there most of my life until I moved here to this shithole. But it is what it is. Maybe someday I'll make it back there. I wouldn't mind going down there and hanging out with Tim a little bit and getting some interviews with him. But
I'll tell you what, you come on out. We'll put you up. I'll make sure I have a trailer down there for quarters to work, and feel free to stick around for a week, 2 weeks, whatever
absolutely.
you want.
There you
go. I think tree work's slow right now, so I think once it picks back up again and I can financially make it a deal, maybe we'll do that.
Okay.
A good idea.
Tree man, you're a tree man. Tell me about this exploding tree phenomenon that's going all over the internet right now.
So basically, when the temperature gets down really cold, the trees kind of separate because it's filled with moisture. So, and they just kind of they fall, or they blow up. They split apart.
Wow. So it's a real thing, and it's caused. It's been happening naturally for a long time. Yes.
Yeah. It's nothing new.
All right. Okay. Good to know.
Well, Blaine, I appreciate you taking time out of your day today to be on the broadcast with us. God bless you and your family and all the work you have done as well as a patriot, being out here. Let's get Tim Foley involved as well. Maybe we'll get him on a broadcast and start covering a lot of what he does as well. So you guys need to support Tim Foley, Arizona Border Recon. Do you know the website that can make a contribution to you?
I don't. I think it's ArizonaBorderRecon.org. Let me.
I believe you're right.
Yeah. Arizona Border Recon.
And again, Arizona Border Recon, kind of like your News Arizona.
That's it. It's ArizonaBorderRecon.org. So that's what it should look like.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, great.
Reverse it. Turn it upside down. Other way.
I got the switch on, so I don't think it's going to.
Oh,
that's all right. We got the
right,
got the
let's see if I
address.
can get it.
ArizonaBorderRecon.org. You guys help
And
support.
that's their patch.
Okay.
So if you guys can help support these guys as well, these guys, kind of like News Arizona, they do everything on their dime. They're not paid for their work. So we all work off a contribution. So again, if you guys want to help support them, that's you're supporting a great cause, guys. These guys have really been out there trying to prevent areas where the cartel were overrunning certain areas. And the work these guys do is amazing.
Yep. So, and remember, that was back under Obama. And even though he was the porter in chief, he wasn't really doing anything from them getting in. So it's kind of it was a catch-22. And, like Tim and many other people like us saw our border was weak and being invaded. And we're like, well, nobody else is going to do nothing about it.
Right.
Well, we'll do something. And
well, so kind of like the convoy we're going to do.
To go down there.
Kind of like the convoy we're going to do. Nobody's doing shit, so we're going to organize this convoy. We're going to make this happen. And again, we are going to target all the liberal cities where they're infiltrating and just trying to create nothing but havoc and harm to our ICE agents and Border Patrol. So we're asking people to get involved, to reach out to yournewsarizona@gmail.com, or again, call me at 928-385-4738. Reach out to me. And if you guys would like, if you can't be involved, you want to financially make a contribution, this is going to be on our dimes. Up in the right-hand corner, right there, scan the QR code, support Your News Arizona, and make a contribution if you can't be boots on the ground with us. Because, again, this takes time, money, and just a lot of dedication. And so we're asking everybody to please get involved like you have in the past with all of our other convoys. And this is for a great cause, guys. Our ICE agents and Border Patrol need our support.
Absolutely.
So, Blaine, let's have you on the show again soon, hopefully with Tim Foley as well. I'll reach out to Tim. I got his direct number and see if he would be willing to come on. I don't know how camera shy he is these days.
Well, good to see you again, Blaine.
Well,
Thanks for coming
on.
He
could be on a fair and balanced show rather than the left-wing media attacks. So.
Right.
Well, this is definitely not a left-wing media channel. So we get the truth out there, whether the American people want to hear it or not. We show it the way it is and tell the stories like it is. So
amen.
We don't. And again, guys, we don't ever cut and edit anybody's any recordings out here. It's all live feed. Just like when I was on the border the other day, that was live feed. We don't cut, we don't edit. What we see, the world sees. That's real news, folks.
That's how it's supposed to be.
News.
Right.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So, and again, we're never going to censor you for freedom of speech. Doesn't mean I got to like what you're going to say to me, but at the same time, I'm not going to censor you. You know what? You're entitled to your opinions like I'm entitled to mine. So feel free to come on a show anytime, folks. Blaine, God bless you. Love you. Love you too, your family.
Sir. I appreciate you having me on again.
And all the stuff that you guys have endured over the years. Keep up the good work, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Good to see you, Blaine.
Right.
Take care.
Bye, Julie.
All right, guys.
Bye-bye.
Stay tuned for Jonathan and Julie D in the morning on Monday, 10 a.m. Mountain Time, 9 Pacific. We'll be back live. And we're using a different IP server. That way they can't keep blocking our live feeds. So, and it did show today, Julie. It did show today, Julie. This is out on every one of them. So,
good. Yay.
So obviously I did something right.
Yay. Good job.
But other than that, we'll see you guys again on Monday. If there's any more breaking news on the riots out there in Minnesota,
Well, I'm sure it's going to pop off up there tonight. Hopefully they don't pull a George Floyd situation and burn it to the ground.
I'm worried for that. With Tim Walz announcing that he's got the National Guard at his beck and call. It's going to be interesting this weekend. So you guys be safe.
Well, what does that tell you about Minnesota National Guard? If they're going to honor an unlawful order, then you know what? It tells you exactly what they're about as well.
So things are
all right, guys. We'll talk to you guys all soon, and we'll be back live here soon enough. All right.
Sounds good.
Take care.
God bless all you Patriots.